Okay, I'm here at the Cryptozoic booth with Ryan Skinner. He's going to show us a little bit about Gravwell, which is a new release from Corey Young and Cryptozoic. So Ryan, give us a little idea of how the turn's going to work and how the game's going to work?
Absolutely. So Gravwell is based on a concept in which all of the players pilot these little miniature ships out of a black hole. They are trying to escape the black hole by playing movement cards that look like so, and some of the ones you can see across the top there, that will tell you basically how many spaces you're going to move out of the black hole. Now, as you may know, a black hole is not going to have any gravity in and of itself, so you're going to be moving relative to the other ships that are on the board around you. In addition to the other player ships, you have a couple derelict ships that are floating through space here that will affect gravity and how you move. But essentially, the mechanic works as such. If I am playing the red ship and I play, say, this hydrogen move card, I'm going to move 4 spaces towards the single closest point of gravity on the ship or on the game board. So from here, looking at the board, the closest ship to me is the blue ship, so I'm going to move 4 spaces forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, to there. Now, if we were in the same position that we're in right now, and I had played that same card, I'm going to actually end up moving 4 spaces backwards towards that blue ship because the gravity of the blue ship is pulling me in that direction instead. So I would end up here at the end of my move. Other cards that will be played are repulsor cards, which are the purple ones that actually work the opposite of a standard movement. They're going to push you away from the single closest point of gravity. So from this point, if I played the neon card, it's going to actually push me off of the blue ship, and I'm going to go backwards 6 spaces back towards the black hole, as opposed to if the blue ship were to have done that at this point, it would push the blue ship off of me forward 6 spaces. Last but not least, there is a card type, which is the tractor beam cards, the blue ones here. You can see them with the little arrows on the numbers, and the numbers the tractor beams actually don't move your own ship, but they pull all the other ships on the table towards your ship. So if the red ship played the 3-speed tractor beam, it's going to pull everything else 1, 2, 3 spaces towards him, including the derelict ships on the board, and this guy here would come back 3 spaces as well. So it can really change the position of things potentially and who's in front and who's behind other players. The way the cards are distributed is in a draft format. You actually deal out cards in a face down and then face up manner, like so. And once you have enough cards on the table for each player to draft 6 cards total, the players take turns picking a pile, 1 pile at a time, adding it to their hand, and once all the piles have been selected, then at that point you have your hand of 6 cards that you'll be choosing your movements from.
All right.
To choose your movements, each player selects a face-down card anonymously, so the rest of the players don't know what they're selecting, and once all of them have been selected at once, those cards then are revealed, and the movement resolves in alphabetical order based on the elements that are listed. So in this case, they would resolve in this order. We'd go boron, gallium, radium. And if boron was, say, the blue ship on the current board state, he would move forward 2 spaces. Since he shares the nearest source of gravity with 2 ships, he's going to go towards the greatest total gravity in front of him, which in front of the blue ship is red, yellow, and the 2 derelicts. So he will go forward 2 spaces to there. Next, we'll say the red ship is the gallium, so he's going to move 5 spaces towards the nearest source of gravity, which is the blue ship. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. And if radium was then the yellow ship, he would be attempting to move 9 spaces towards the nearest source, which we would hope is one of the derelicts up front, but he did not get far enough. So his nearest source is now the red ship, and he's going to be moving 9 spaces backwards towards the red ship. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and end up there. After all the movements have resolved, the players then select their next card, reveal them simultaneously, and resolve alphabetically again.
Attention, Gen Con attendees, come by.
The game is played over a over a series of 6 rounds, tracked on the marker at the corner here, or whoever is the first player to get to the warp gate at the end of the game track.
All right. Thanks. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome.